And we are live once again. You know what? I was gonna keep it in dark mode. I'm not. I'm not gonna do dark mode. I feel like y'all want to see me. I feel like we got to get it right. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're gonna do. All right. So my week, my fantasy week was decent. The reason I like somebody asked like, hey, why do you show like your fantasy leagues and what you're doing and stuff like that, especially when some of the people that are watching are playing? I was like, because just like they're on the waiver wire, I'm on the waiver wire. Just like they got teams, I got teams. Just like I want the best. I don't want the half best. I want the full best. If you're playing me, I want your best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want. Let's see. Doesn't say I'm live yet, really. But I'm gonna give y'all some good advice this week. Some real good advice this week. That's why I tried to jump on there early. Earlier I did some NBA and hockey prize picks lineup. So if you want, go check out that, please. I think it'll help you out if you're like doing a lot of prize pick parlays or even hard rock parlays. I kind of gave some advice and stuff like that. And also, if you want me to do some hard rock parlays, I can. Like, I was trying to figure out how I can do it to where, because I don't see a lot of people doing it, so I thought it was kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? So I thought about doing it way before, and I'm like, maybe I'll start doing it now. So let's see. There we go. Let's share this real quick. We're going to be live, and I'm going to share it. So, all right. So, first we're going to talk about, real quick, let's talk about those Ravens and Bucks games. And the reason I want to talk to you about it, because this is going to be a critical game for what I'm talking about on the waiver wire today. That's why I want to talk to y'all about it right now. So, I was at the game. A lot of people watch the game. But when you're there, I wish I could just go to every NFL game, because when you're there, it is a completely different story entirely. Like, it's just completely different. Like, what you see on the field and like stats, they're completely different. Like, I didn't know like Baker Mayfield threw for over 370 yards until I got home. Don't get me wrong. Like, most of that came in the fourth quarter when they scored 21 points. When my Ravens do the same thing they always do when they do their downshifting thing. But that's how it is sometimes. They had the league and they don't want to hurt anybody hurt. So, and the reason I'm going to segue over to what I'm talking about. So we're going to go real quick, talk about the running backs real quick. Rachaad White, you got to start him. Like, I know a lot of people say, but he's a great pass catching back. And I understand pass catching backs more than anything. He's definitely a great pass catching back. Bucky Irvin, you got to start him because there's a big reason for this. You just lost two of the best combo receivers in the league in this game. Godwin going down in like a minute and 5 seconds at the end of the game, like, is up in the air. There's a lot of controversy around it. It shouldn't be. If I'm playing, I want to play until the end of the game. You telling me I'm scoring 21 points? Yes, miracles have to happen. But, we also just gave up an onside kick in that game. We gave up 2 onside kicks this year. So, they still could have did something, but I get it. You're not going to, but that's his choice to make. You let him make that choice. You play to win the game, and that's all I have to really say about it. Everybody's going to be Bucs fans are probably going to be definitely a little different about it. But you know what? They were happy when they saw that 21 point lead. You were down to 10 points at the end of that game, man. They was driving down the field. Like, when you see that, but then you see your guy get hurt, then you change your perspective. But if you look, Rachaad White had 6 receptions, 6 targets. So he caught all 6, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kate Otson, I told everybody, Ravens are bad against tight ends. We are so bad against tight ends, and we are bad against slot receivers. And what I mean by bad, I mean our coverage if you know how to pick that apart, our coverage gives you that to pick apart. I think if Mike Evans Hopefully he gets better. I want him to get better. I want him to come back this year 'cause I love Mike Evans. But Mike Evans, if he doesn't get that touchdown in the beginning of the game, I think he would have had a bad game regardless. Because between him and Humphrey, they were going to be mirroring each other all day. And Humphrey might have let him get a catch it, but there's a reason Humphrey got 2 interceptions in that game. And that's one of the reasons, because he gets hurt because he's a hardcore player. He's a tough player, but he's a very good DB. And he wants the best person on the field. He did guard Godwin a lot too, but he had Mike Evans. And Mike Evans, after that, they got that 100 career touchdowns. They got that out of the way, and that was pretty much it. And I hate that he got hurt. That bothers me that he got hurt, because I love him. It bothers me that Godwin got hurt too, because I love him. But I'm not a Bucs fan, but I'm a football fan and I'm a Players fan. And those boys, they work hard. But Bucky Irvin had 3 catches. He had 3 targets. Those guys are catching the ball. So I'm going to tell y'all, if you look at this right here, you look at this. Sterling Shepard, 1 reception, 15 yards, 1 target. That's going to go up. But for me, I'm not picking him up on the waiver wire. You can. I'm not picking him up on the waiver wire. There's a reason he had 1 target, and he played a lot in the game. I saw him a lot in that. This is who I'm looking at. Jaleel McMillan, 8 targets, 3 receptions, 15 yards. That's going to change. Sean Tucker is going to change. They got a 3-headed monster there with Bucky, Rachaad White, and Sean Tucker. But I think it's going to be Rachaad White and Bucky. And then it's Sean to come in every now and then. I don't think he played the second half much. But if you see Jalen on your waiver wire, I suggest you go get him. I'm going to tell you right now, him and Kate Otten should not be on your waiver wire right now. And people are like, hey, should we do not? I hope you have not dropped Bucky Irvin. I have Bucky Irvin in a lot of my leagues, and I'm going to keep him in a lot of my leagues. But the next person you want to look at is for the Ravens side, Zay Flowers. He says he's okay, but if you notice, the adrenaline carried through the rest of the game, he didn't get another catch. I think he had 1 catch. Yep, 1 catch for 11 yards, and he got hurt on that catch. And then he basically played the rest of the game, but he was not a factor. I think he had 1 rush or something. And I think that's a big reason he fumbled that ball also, too. He probably stepped the wrong way, and it bothered him. And it's just that slight grimace in that situation will do that to you. Justice Hill, you got to keep him. Justice Hill is going to continue to do that. He's going to have 2 bad games and 2 good games. That's how he does. That's how he's always done. And the more and more that passing game and that opens up with Mark Andrews, Justice Hill, and Derrick Henry are going to start to get over. You notice they threw it to Derrick Henry because nobody was expecting them to throw to Derrick Henry into the goal line like that. And 13 yards for him is nothing. That's just a hungry man running for 13 yards. You saw the 81-yard run. That's what he does. But I suggest go get Rashad Bateman. And I'm going to tell you why, for the people that don't know, Ravens and don't know football, who hasn't been watching, or people that only play fantasy that still don't pay attention to other teams. Rashad Bateman has been on that team 3 to 5 years, for 40 years. He's been hurt a lot, but Lamar Jackson already has a relationship with this dude. So that's why, 4 receptions, longest 59 yards, 4 target, because they understand each other. That team is starting to click on offense where you got 3 tight ends catching the ball, you got 4 receivers catching the ball, and they're still putting up fantasy numbers, and that's why we're here for fantasy numbers. And tell you the truth, Patrick Carr, he didn't drop that ball. He would have had him 1 catch for a touchdown, but he dropped the pass. He had the 1 target, dropped the pass. And Lamar is Lamar. He's literally right now the best fantasy quarterback with Brock Purdy and with Baker Mayfield. Jalen Daniels, he got hurt, and that's another thing that sucks. He lost Jalen Daniels. We are going to talk about that a little bit later. So real quick, for those people that do play parlays, I'll show you something. When you look at the Hard Rock parlays and stuff like that, go to tackles and assists. You want a little extra add to your little parlay, or a little extra leg on there. Look at this stuff. This is what you have to look at. Their over under, I think, was 7.5 and 4.5 or something like that. These are tackles and assists. The total 18, 11. Even if it said 9, you would have hit it, or 8.5, you would have hit it. You got to look at those things. Go look at it. I know a lot of people don't get outside their realm, but those are things you got to go look at. I took only one that hurt me is I took Marcus Williams for 4.5. I thought he would have more than that, but he didn't. He was in coverage a lot, and they weren't throwing it to his man at all. But Kyle Hamilton, Kate Otten, he hit Kate Otten a lot. Y'all saw that. Kyle Hamilton hit the quarterback a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's what you have to look at. Roquan Smith is Roquan Smith. He's on every tackle. Antoine Winfield, his was like 4.5 also. And this kid right here, Zion McCullum, he's the Bucs' future. This dude right here is so underrated. Nobody's talking about him. Last night, he had 4 solo tackles, 5 total. 4 of those solo tackles, I'm going to let you know right now. I think 3 of them was hitting Derrick Henry in the open field. On that 81-yard run, he's the one that hit Derrick Henry. Do you know what it's like to hit a 22 miles an hour train of a human coming down the sideline at top speed, and you know you got to take that hit as a DB? Man, bro, this guy right here needs to be getting more credit, and he'll be somebody I'll be looking at as a lot of my parlay. Vita Vea is a sack king. He's always usually getting sacked, but he's on the ball. I think his line was like 4.5. Whitehead was like 4.5. Levante David, I did take the under on him because I knew they were going to scheme to keep him from getting in there, just because I know how the Ravens play. But Levante David, he was like 4.5, and obviously he didn't hit it, and I did take the under on him. And I never take unders really, and then field goal kicking, Justin Tucker, he was 1.5 to kick. He was 1.5, but he missed it. They actually killed one of my lines or parlays or whatever you want to call it because he didn't hit that. So that's what I want to let you know about that game and tell y'all the people who pick up. So obviously we were talking about Jalen McMillan, Kay Otten. And then you're talking about Rashad Bateman. Those are, and then work on that if you were doing some parlays. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna skip forward. We're gonna go to my ESPN league. My ESPN league, I won 118 to 100 thanks to Lamar Jackson. Josh Jacobs scored a touchdown this week. Like Kyron Williams did his thing. Darnell Mooney had 9 points. That's right. This week, make sure this ain't messing with me. Yeah, because I didn't know Darnell Mooney had 9.6. Yeah, 9.6. I'm happy with that. But Ming 6.7, and I took that on just a whim last week. I'm pretty sure most of y'all remember me doing that. Kobe Parkinson, Algier, Ravens defense gave up. If that would have been a lot more if they didn't give up that 21 points in the second half. That really hurt it. And then you got Young Hoku at 1, like because he missed it. Like that's bad for him. That's so bad for him. I think because his lines are over. I think Vegas is messing with the football. That's purely speculation and just for entertainment purposes only, just in case people think I'm serious about that. I should have played Kyle Pitts, but Kyle Pitts have been hurting me, and I am going to play him this week. And I'm going to go show y'all this right now. Let's go to my team for the week, and let's look at what we got. All right, so I already changed it. Kyle Pitts is in there, Mooney, Josh Jacobs, Kyrie Irving, Lamar Jackson. Calvin really, I heard he got hurt, so I don't know why. I thought they said he got hurt, so that's weird. Caleb Williams, I will be starting soon. I actually thought about starting him this week against Cleveland because Myles Garrett has Lamar Jackson's name, and it scares me. So I kind of wanted to play Caleb Williams against Washington this week and see what happens as a flyer. Because like when you're in the position I am, 3-4, 8 of 12, and I'm 5 of 12 on the waiver wire, you have to make those decisions like that. So I actually thought about doing it. I'm not going to play Bud Means this week against the Chargers because I don't know which New Orleans or which Chargers is going to show up. I'm probably going to put Keon Coleman back in there against Seattle because I think it's going to be, if you're going to take, you better want to take the over to that game if you're going to do something. So I'm going to do that. But I am going to go look at the waiver wire real quick and see what's out there for receivers because if Jawan Jennings is out there or any of the guys out there, I am going to try to get them. There you go. Because I know I dropped Jawan Jennings. But now him and Ricky Pearsall are got to be the man right now. Like, somebody actually picked up Ricky Pearsall. Wow. And there's, like I told you, like Nelson Aguilar wouldn't be bad if you're deep in a deep league. Sterling Shepard, deep league. Elijah Moore, if Jameis Winston gets behind that ball, Elijah Moore is going to be a big-time pickup. Like I said, you still got Luke McCaffrey. Let me see. And like I said, Rashad Bateman. I'm probably going to pick up Rashad Bateman to be real with you because I just don't know. And the thing about it, you don't know how healthy Zay Flowers is. So, you know, what you really want to do is either do Jawan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, if you can find him. Because, like I said, Debo went to the hospital. He was hospitalized or something. I know something like that. That's why he wasn't in the rest of the game. And obviously, Brandon Ayuk is gone for the season. So, but I am going to put Jalen McMillan. I'm going to put a waiver wire spot out for him. And I'm probably gonna drop probably get rid of I want to get rid of Calvin Ridley. I really do. I am. I think I'm gonna get rid of Calvin Ridley. And I know y'all gonna laugh at that, but I'm just done with him. Like he something's up with him and I don't like it. So I am gonna do that right there. I'd rather take that. But because I gotta win now. And that's just how it is. I wish I could have got in the fantasy basketball league, but I didn't. All right, so let's go to my Justice League. Justice League, I lost my first game. I'm 6-1, third in points. This is what I got going. Lamar, AJ Brown during that movie, Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, who didn't do anything, but that's why I lost. Tank Dell and Alvin Kamara really hurt me. But and Zay Flowers is questionable, so that's what I'm worried about. But what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna go look at add players real quick, and I'm gonna go to wide receiver again, and see if anybody. There's Jalen. Let me see anybody out there. Is Ricky Pearsall out there? Ricky Pearsall's out there. Sterling Shepard, Elijah Moore, Bub Means. But I'm gonna try to go for Ricky Pearsall. I'm gonna claim that, and I'm gonna drop. There we go. I'll do that because I don't need a running back. I don't need a running back in that league. So all right, so that'll be it for that league. Because Tank Dell, I think he just had a bad game. I think he had a better game in Indianapolis. Like to get zero, like he's at zero. He's had 2 zeros this year, and I don't know why. Like he had 4 targets, and they were horrible targets too, by the way. So I don't know. I don't know if CJ Stroud just not CJ Stroud right now, but whatever. We're gonna keep that moving too. Let's go to shirts and blouses. I'm 5-2. I did with my game against Gary. I know he's probably mad at me. A this week. C. He scored some points. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the final recap, he was there because he had Derrick Henry, but I had Lamar. Gibbs, 42, 30. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't realize, and then I still had Bucky Irvin on the bench. He had Jalen Waddle. He gets to play Jalen Waddle this week because Tua should be coming back this week. He should be coming back this week. So make sure you check that out. I did see somebody drop Jalen Waddle, but they picked him back up before the games and stuff. I did see Jalen Waddle get picked up, which I couldn't believe somebody even dropped him. Like, those are players you don't drop. Like, you put them on your bench, and hopefully, like, they get better or something. But Tua's supposed to come back, you know. Hope he's better. Oh, yeah, and Jameson Williams right now is suspended for 2 games, so I don't know why this is even up there like that. Williams is expected to receive a 2-game suspension for violating the NFL's policy regarding performance-enhancing substances. Hey, man, he's just trying to get healthy, man. Why y'all doing that man like that? All right, but Jameson Williams is gone for at least 2 weeks, so I'll still probably keep what I got in. Dobbins hit that Arizona run defense, and they're better than what people think. I'm telling you right now, Arizona run defense is pretty good. Dobbins might be fine with New Orleans, but I don't know, man. Like, I just don't know. New Orleans, it depends on which team shows up, and that's what scares me. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go look, and I still got Bucky Irvin I can play against Atlanta, which wouldn't be bad. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop him again because, you know what? Like I said, I'm 5-2. I'm doing good in points in this league. But Tua's out there, and Rodgers out there. I think Tua is going to be big time. I could put Tua on my IR, to be real with you, but I got Caleb Williams, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to look at, there he goes, McMillan again, Jawan Jennings. I can't believe Dontavian Wicks is out there. I can't believe that. Dude, 6 target, 3 targets, 7 targets, 13 target. Like, I know they have a high-powered offense. Like, he should not be out there, but this league is a little bit different. I'm going to go for Rashad Bateman. Or Pearsall. I say, Pearsall. Do I take Pearsall? Or do I go for Jennings? Or McMillan? Or Watson against Jacksonville. Wow. Ooh, man. This is a hard one. There's a lot of good teams on this waiver wire. Let me see what I really need real quick because there's a lot of good teams on this waiver wire. Drake London, who's been doing his thing lately. Lamar Gibbs, J.K. Dobbins, George Kittle, DJ Moore, Alan Lazard. If I'm gonna keep with San Francisco. So I'm gonna go ahead and get I'm gonna try to get Jawan Jennings back, but I think somebody might try to get him. So let me see what they got for running backs. To tell you the truth. Jerome Ford, I dropped him. Ezekiel Elliott, can't believe he's out here still. What did he have a good game? No, he didn't. Pierce, Kendrick Miller. Let me see. I think Kendrick Miller is going to get a lot more playing time this week too, because of everything that's going on there. But Jalen Warren, I cannot believe he's sitting out there. That's crazy. And Algier shouldn't really be sitting out there because last time he played the Bucks, what did he do last time? He didn't do that well. Bucks are hurting right now. That body's got to be hurting right now dealing with Derrick Henry, to tell you the truth. And Rashawn Johnson scored a touchdown in almost every game, right? 1, 2, and just didn't score this week. Yeah. And then he had a bye. So Zamir White has been horrible. So, yeah, ain't nothing really to do on there. Let me check defenses. Kansas City, who's been playing stellar defense. 9, 14, 14, 14. And they play Las Vegas. It could be good or bad. Like Las Vegas is one of those teams when they're playing a division rivals, they'll step up and all of a sudden beat somebody, and then next week they don't do it. So I don't know about them. Detroit against Tennessee, that might not be a bad pickup. Chicago's out there, which I can't believe that. Chicago's defense is amazing. Like I might, and they're going against Washington with Mariota. I might be trying to claim that. Let me see. I know we were talking about a whole different step, but I don't need. Like, I got Kittle, like, for now. He might be hurt. Ferguson, Bucky Irvin, Jameson Williams, Lazard, DJ Moore. Like, I don't need anybody, but I do need a defense that I can play back and forth with them. So I have no problem. That's what we're going to go to because I like their defense. Chicago's defense is, like, consistent, and I like that. So let's go to Patty Links. This is one of my worst teams that I have. I'm trying to make a comeback. If you want to, let me show you all the league record right quick. Show you a league overview. All right, so I'm in 11th. I only have 2 teams that I'm doing bad in. This is one of them. And every year I run this league, I'm doing bad at it. And I start at the bottom for some reason. I guess because I have so many leagues. So 2 and 5. Look, all I need to win is about 3 or 4 games in a row, and I'm here. So that's why I focus on, like, and this is what people say, to waiver wire shot, Sheet White. Nelson Aguilar, free agent. Somebody picked him up. Oh, that was me. Okay. K. Otten got picked up. Yep. That was smart for him to pick him up. So let's see what we got. Now, let's go. Let's go look at my roster. So we got CJ Stroud, Jaden Reed, Tank Dell hurt me. I almost won too. Look at that. I almost won too. A little bit more, I'd be 3-4 right now. Well, he destroyed me. This week. He destroyed me. I don't even want to look at that. 132 to me. He also had Lamar Jackson, one of the only leagues I don't have Lamar Jackson in. He got him right before me, which I should have just took him on the way out. So what I'm probably going to do is I might get rid of Atlanta's defense and see what else is out there real quick. And I'm not going to use my waiver wire position for that. I just want to see what else is out there. Let me see. Los Angeles, Kansas City, Houston, Chicago is out there, New York, Miami. So it's some good defense out there. I think I might do I might do every week flyer on defense for this league. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to wait till Thursday, and then I'm going to pick up something for defense and not waste. I'm not going to waste a waiver wire spot on our defense. But I ain't going to look at wide receiver. Jordan Addison, Romeo Dobbs. Like, what is going on in these leagues? What? He's the best one out there. Him and Addison. So, let me see. I'm for the claim him. Oh, yeah, I'm claiming him. I'm definitely claiming him. And I might drop. I got a lot of running backs on her. ETN, Algier, Bub means. I'm going to drop Bub. All right, so you have successfully created a waiver wire claim for Romeo Dobbs, okay? Peabody's League. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. All right, Peabody's League. This is the other league I was telling you, 1-6. I was 5th in points, and this week was bad. Like, let's look at the recap. I scored 86. This is another one, I don't know what to do. Like, I know a lot, but Lamar, that's what I played against Lamar again. Brian Thomas Jr. Look at what he had. The first 5 people he had scored all his points. Period. Like, look at that. Me, I had Rodgers, Zay Flowers got hurt, Watson, Derrick Henry, Montgomery got hurt, Schultz, Juju he didn't even play. So I'm definitely dropping Juju because I'm just done with him. And I got Jawan Jennings. So if I want to set my roster first, I'm probably gonna get Alan Peabody's. Okay, Aaron Rodgers. I got Tua. If Tua plays, I'm pulling him in there. Juju's out here. I got Alan Lazard, DJ Moore, Dalton Schultz. I'll keep Rodgers in there for now, and then I gotta figure out some stuff about Z. But I'm dropping Juju, and might drop Tyler. But I'm definitely dropping Juju. So I'm gonna put a waiver claim for something because I definitely want to get Juju. So let me see what I got. Like Jalen, Dontavius Wicks. I told you like people are weird. I'm gonna go get Bateman. I want Bateman. I think it, and that's if Zay Flowers. The only reason I'm picking him up is just in case Zay Flowers is hurt. But just in case Zay Flowers doesn't play. So, and I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Jermaine Burton. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do one more claim. And hopefully I can get both of them. Be real with you. I'm gonna make this team a comeback. 1-6, and everybody's just like the other league where everybody's close like that. So I'm gonna add a player. Let's see what else we got, and I'm gonna go for Dontavius Wicks. I should have went for that first, but I actually want Jalen. But people are gonna get him. I should have switched that around because he's gonna definitely be a target hitter. But I know Rashad Bateman, Ricky Pearsall, Elijah Moore. I'm gonna try it anyway. Maybe nobody won't go for him, or nobody will go for Wicks against Jacksonville. No, I'm gonna do that. That way, I could probably try to get two of them, and I'm gonna drop Juju. I'm done with him. Bye bye, Juju. You're horrible. Can't believe I tried to pick you up anyway. And I'll show you what this league looks like. Overview wise, see 1-6, 2-5, 3-4 is a little bit better than another league, but you know we still got a lot of. It's only 7th week. We're going on the 8th week. You know, all I need to go into a little run, and I've done it before, and I can do it. Like, I'm scoring points. Look, I'm more than them. Look, more than them. More than 4 people on right now, but look what I got against me. Look at this. 997 against me. Like, nobody's even close to that except for them. Like, 997 against me. So, in fantasy, you can't do anything about this. If people are scoring the most points against you, you can't do anything about that. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that at that. And we're going to go to Golden Tee League, which I won this week. I won handily. Let me see. That was 166 to 84. That's Lamar, Brian Thomas Jr., Jahmyr Gibbs, and Kyron Williams, and the Eagles defense, which I need to pick up because Chicago was on bye. And I still have DJ Moore right there. This is the team that I don't really mess with that much, like, because I got Lamar, Brian Thomas, DJ Moore, Jahmyr Gibbs, Nick Chubb, Juwan Johnson. I'll pull out. I'll try to get me a tight end somewhere, and I might do a tight end flyer every week. I might have to because tight ends are scarce out there. And then Eagles defense, Chicago's defense. They play Cincinnati. They play Washington. I'll probably do that like that. That'd be better. Caleb Williams. I'm thinking about doing Caleb Williams over Lamar, at least in one of my leagues, to see what happens. You know, like Lamar is Lamar, and he's having an outstanding season, and he's going to continue to have an outstanding season. But Lamar is Lamar. Like, he's going to do his thing regardless. But Caleb has really been moving along. So I might not even mess with this except for Juwan Johnson. So I might just go see what the tight ends look like out there. And that's pretty much what I'll do. Okay, so tight ends, Jake Ferguson, because I dropped him. He's about to come off the pup. Zach Ertz, Noah Fant. Noah Fant would be good to pick up if Metcalf doesn't come back in. Noah Fant is actually be pretty good to pick up, by the way. But I'm thinking about getting TJ Hawkinson and put him on my bench somewhere because I can probably use him. I really could probably use him. I don't know when. TJ Hawkinson was limited in Tuesday's practice. Hawkinson was listed as limited practice for a second straight day as his 21-day practice window opens up. He reaches the end of the window to activate it on Friday, and an activation for the Vikings Thursday game against the Rams is possible. Ooh, so he could be playing. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and try to claim him. I'm going to try to claim him and see what happens. Hoping nobody is watching this, but I'm definitely dropping Juwan Johnson if that works out. So let's do that. All right, so we got that, worked on that. I don't really need to change much on here, to be real with you. I'm going to leave that alone because I can keep Zay Flowers down here and be good. Brian, DJ Moore, Kyron and try to get rid of that. And then Nick Chubb is all, he'll be fine. So I don't really need to do anything. And I kind of show you what's going on with this league real quick so y'all can see what I'm doing. I am third place. This is a more, like, most of the people here are more experienced. Like, there's a lot more experience in this league than some of my other leagues. But, you know, I lost to him and I lost to him. So it's okay. Only 2 of my losses to them, and my other loss to El Pollo Loco, and he scores points like I do. So as you can see, him and I are 2 of the high scoring people in this league. And then you got Mike Jets. And Mike Jets, I beat him by barely. I think I barely beat him. But I'm a strong 4-3, and I like that. Like, but I can't lose a game. Look at that. I can't lose a game. If you lose a game, you're pretty much done. And leagues like this is scary because that means every week is valuable. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I stay on the waiver wire, because you in a league like this, it's not done. Like, you got to keep it moving, keep it going. I'm 10th on the waiver, 9 moves. Like, and I know you can do it by what your record is, and that's how it should be. That's how most leagues should be. But I'm gonna see. Let me see, we already looked at all this. I already made my waiver wire claims for this. And then we're going to go by CBS Sports League. CBS Sports League, the scoring is a little different. But I do like their stats and how they do their stats. I won 60 to 46.5. This is what most people call a touchdown league. Like 9 points, that's the touchdown, and 89 receiving yards. But I do like how they do this right here. They tell you what you got the points for. Receiving yards, 4-point receiving touchdown, 18, 41. Like, I love this part of it. So, but my team wise, like when it comes to my team though, like I don't have a lot to do. Deebo Samuel, and that's without Deebo Samuel. I put up those points, by the way. But see, I'll just do this. If DK Metcalf is hurt, I'll put Jackson Smith in there. The Saints defense, I'm definitely dropping. Keon Coleman, but oh yeah, I can go ahead and put the Bears back in there for that. But I am definitely dropping the Saints defense. Mark Andrews, AJ Brown, Chuba Herbert, Justice. So, and then I'll set my lineup and see what's gonna happen. But I am gonna look on the waiver wire real quick because I do want to drop the Saints defense. And I want to look on here real quick. Let me see. Let's go wide receiver tight end first. Romeo Doubs, Juwan Jennings, Chris Olave. Let me see. Goddard is hurt. Rashad Bateman. Sterling Shepard first. Okay, Otten. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to go for one of these. Because he shouldn't be out there. I don't know why he's out there. I wonder if somebody has TJ Hawkinson. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to get him. And then we're going to drop the Saints defense. And as for that, and that's the 24th. Yep, so that'll be that. Let's do that. Okay. All right, so that one's all done. And we already did the Ravens thing. We already did Ricky Pearsall as my top pick. One of my top picks with Jalen McMillan. Let me see. CJ Watson is out. Obviously, we know that. I'm telling y'all right now, more than likely who will come out for CJ Watson will be, I hope Jameis Winston starts this week, because they did pick up another quarterback. Zappy as a third quarterback. So that means, I don't forget that kid's name, TBR or something like that. He's not going to be their starter, obviously, but obviously they need, plus you got to have 3 quarterbacks anyway. But I'm telling you right now, like, when you really look at it, like, the players look, they're even saying it right here. I don't know why. If you look at this media board for them, right here, if you can see that, I don't know if y'all can see that. Well, it says Juwan Jennings, Cade Otton, Jalen McMillan, which I already said, Tyler Lockett, and Tua. First of all, Tyler Lockett should not be out there anyway. That doesn't make any sense. Cade Otton should have been picked up also 2 weeks ago. Like, he's been his biggest target the last 3 weeks. Like, how could you not have him anyway? And then I'm going to do my pick 'em for the week, guys. I always do your pick 'em, my pick 'em. By the way, I did do a 14-game pick 'em for Hard Rock. Missed 1 game again. 2 weeks in a row, I missed 1 game. This week, I missed the freaking Monday night game, not the Ravens. I took the over on the Chargers and Arizona game, and I missed that. I missed 1 game, and it was the last game of the weekend. I hit every game, whether it was straight up or over under. That's all I do when I do it like that. Like if I think a game is going to be too close to choose, I take the over or under on it. So if I was looking at this right now, Rams in Minnesota, I'm going to take Minnesota. Especially if TJ Hawkinson is back. I'm definitely taking Minnesota. Baltimore and Cleveland. Cleveland's going to play them hard regardless, but after what I just saw last night, I thought it would have been a little bit different. They're not Cleveland can't score. And then if you're going to have Jameis back there, or no matter who's back there now, Baltimore's going to destroy them. Like they don't have DJ like Watson to run around or anybody like that. So it's Detroit. I'm taking Detroit. So the first three are easy. Even if you want to just go down and say, you know what, put a lot on these 3 games, that wouldn't be bad. I'm actually going to put that in my notes. First 3 games, put a lot. See? That simple. That simple. By the way, I saw Waddle out there. I want to say real quick. I saw Waddle out there before, and I think I said it earlier. Make sure Waddle's not on your waiver wire, please. It just doesn't make any sense why he's on your waiver wire. This is one of my over/under games. Indianapolis and Houston. Like, depends on who's quarterbacking. This game is going to go. If Flacco's quarterbacking, they could beat Houston. If not, I'm going with Houston because their defensive line. But I think this might be a game if it's at like 42, 43, which I don't know what is at right now. Let me see what it's at right now. See what that line is at for them, for the NFL this week. They got the Houston-Indianapolis game is at 46. I think they can do 46. I would take the over on this game. I'm actually gonna put it so I can remember Houston and Indy over. I'm actually gonna put that in there now. See, y'all doing it with me. See, I'm with y'all. And then you got Green Bay and Jacksonville. I'm gonna roll with Green Bay. Arizona and Miami. If I'm doing a parlay with them or something with them, I'm not taking them. I'm not taking them with any of my bets or anything. I think Arizona's gonna win if Tua doesn't play. So this could change. Depends on what happens with Tua. So I'm just gonna put Tua situation. So I remember that. The Jets in New England. I'm probably gonna take the Jets. Be real with you. They got a snap out of it. They played a good defensive line like last week, and their offensive line is bad. New England can get at them because they played them already, but they're not going to beat Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers for to make his comeback run. He went to the room, know what they need to fix. It's going to happen. And the Jets defense just played a little bit bad. They're good. And then on top of that, Russell Wilson was throwing the ball up, and Pickens was just catching the ball. I think that's going to hurt people so much this week because next week, people are going to put Pickens in their lineups and all this stuff, and it's not going to happen again like that. Like, who's Pittsburgh even playing? Giants got a good front line also, so I don't know how that game's going to go. That's going to be a game I'm not going to mess with any Monday game when I do my parlays because that's how it killed me this week, so I'm not going to do that. But I am going to take Pittsburgh, and we're going to go back up here to Atlanta and Tampa Bay. I am going to take the over in this game, but I think I'm going to take Atlanta. I think, like, as much as I want to, not having Mike Evans and Chris Godwin is going to hurt them. It's not going to hinder them. It's going to hurt them, though. And I think Atlanta wins this game in Tampa Bay. And I hate to say it, but I think that might happen. Tampa Bay fans, don't be mad at me, but that's probably going to happen. And the reason I'm going to say that, I was like, I know what I just said about Jalen McMillan and all them. Still, like, not having your starting team messes with your emotion, and we're still human, and we're going to be on the field, and it's going to mess with your emotion. Some people, it makes you play better. It makes the small fries step up. But I'm going to be real with you. Like, Monday, like, if I was Tuesday morning and I'm on that team, I'm going to have to go meditate, get it out of my mind, and say, look, I got to be better because I lost 2 great players and Godwin and Mike Evans, and we lost a game to a great team. Simple as that. I don't know what nobody thinks, but as much as a Baltimore fan I am, I'll tell you when we suck, they look good right now. They look like they're flowing right now. You know, so pray no injuries for us. We did lose Humphrey, which is a big deal to our defense. But, like, when you lose Godwin and, like I said, Mike Evans, I think they're the best combo in the league right now. I do. I think that. Baker Mayfield is doing – and Baker Mayfield, you know what? He's played with worse. Remember, he played for Cleveland. He's played with worse. He's played for the Rams. He's played with worse. He played for Carolina. He's played with worse. So he's going to do his thing. He might even get a win out of it. So I might even change this by Sunday. I'll let you know Sunday morning if I change that, but I might even change that by Sunday. I spent a little bit longer on that because I would say that's like my second or third team because it's the home team. I'm from Tampa, but I'm a Ravens fan. But I do love being at that game yesterday. I just, after the first quarter, it just got away from him. And, dealing with Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson is hard to deal with. I try to tell people, if I'm a defensive coach, contain Lamar. Don't worry about a sack. Contain him. Stay on the edges. Make him stay in that pocket, and he can't get out and make a crazy play. If you miss him that one time, he's going to make you pay. So contain him. Coaches, if y'all are ever listening to me in your life, I'm telling y'all right now what to do. Contain him. All right, so Philadelphia Eagles and Cincinnati. I'm going Philadelphia. I might take the over. If I'm doing a parlay, though, for this game, I might take the over. I think that's going to be a high-scoring game. Philadelphia is Philadelphia, and I think Jamar Chase is Jamar Chase. And Philadelphia, like I told people last week when I picked Philadelphia, I was like, they're clicking. I say, you have a bye week and your boys come back healthy, you're clicking. New Orleans and the Chargers, that's a game and a parlay I'm not messing with. It's going to be an under game. You don't know who's going to win, but I'm going to take the Chargers because they seem to can hit 5 or 6 field goals and win a game almost, so whatever with them. Buffalo and Seattle, I'm going to take Buffalo. Seattle's got a good team, but losing DK Metcalf might be losing DK Metcalf is a big deal. They're in Seattle, but I think Buffalo has played. Their 2 losses are two good teams. They don't usually play anybody worth anything other than that. Their division is not that great right now. They got one good team in their division right now, but I think Buffalo beat Seattle. I really do. It's gonna be iffy for me, so my mind might change by Sunday. I might not put this in a parlay though, but Seattle seems to slip away. But Seattle also have a ex-Ravens defensive coordinator, so he's not an idiot. He's also was a coordinator for John Harbaugh and Jim Harbaugh. So for people that don't know that, give a little tidbit. He was a coordinator at some point for both Harbaughs. I won at Michigan and twice in Baltimore with our Harbaugh. So Chicago and Washington. Chicago just came off that bye. You got Marcus Mariota, I'm sorry, he just played Carolina. For all the people out there that's going to try to pick him up on the waiver wire, it was Carolina. But Chicago, I'm going to take Chicago and Washington. Until Daniels come back, I'll probably go against Washington the rest of the year. If Mario can slip it out with Chicago's defense, I'll get it. But they did play Carolina. Denver, and if you can pick their defense up, pick them up because their defensive line is actually good. Their offense is bad, but their defensive line is for to tear up Carolina. Carolina might win 2 games this year. I thought they would win 3, but they might win 2. Kansas City and Las Vegas, I'm taking Kansas City. I think Vegas is going to keep Kansas City being undefeated, and they're going to have Kansas City to be the winner in the AFC Championship game, and the people that don't take Baltimore will lose money because I will be taking Baltimore against Kansas City because Kansas City is not going to lose. I looked at their record the rest of the year, and it's easy. Like, they have the easiest record. I don't know how the team that wins the Super Bowl has one of the easiest records. I know their division is bad, but still. Like, and you play them 8 times. Like, they did beat us first game of the season by a toe or dust or computer AI generation, whatever. But I'm going to take Kansas City over Las Vegas, and some people's like, oh, they might beat them. They might, but are you going to bet on that? No, you're not going to bet on that. You're going to just take the favorite in a situation like this and be done with it. This would be a game that if they win, you can get ahead on a pick'em, but because everybody's going to go Kansas City. And I might change that too. That might be one I change. Depends on who I see quarterbacking by Sunday. Dallas and San Francisco, both of them are bad. I'm sorry, but I think Dallas is going to be the worst team in that division this year, so I'm going with San Francisco. I'm going with Brock Purdy, being Brock Purdy. And Brock Purdy, for all you skeptics out there, what this man has had to go through this year, and y'all don't want to give this man his credit, y'all are just, I don't know what y'all are. Y'all are not fans. Because, like, I can see things. Like, I know Brock Purdy's good. Like, this kid is playing 1 week he doesn't have Debo and this person. He hasn't had McCaffrey all year. He's playing with new receiver, new quarterback. Still the second or third best fantasy quarterback and one of the best quarterbacks in the league this year, at least in the top 5. And people just still, Brock Purdy's not good. Yeah, Shanahan. No, you still got to throw the ball. Shanahan had a lot of good quarterbacks. He still got beat by Andy Reid, still got beat by this person. I told everybody that Andy Reid has never lost to Shanahan, and people still wanted to pick Shanahan. Like, that's just how it is. Like, some things are just work out that way. And then Pittsburgh and the Giants, 2 good offensive line, but offense is going to prevail in Pittsburgh. And if I got to put points for that game, I'm probably going to go 45 as I always go. But I think this actually might be about 40. I'm actually going to put 40 for this game and be done with it. 20-20. Nope. I'm going to go 35. I'm going to go to 35 for this game. That's going to be my game. And I'm not even going to mess with that on the parlay either. But those are my picks. Minnesota, Baltimore, Detroit, Houston, Green Bay, Arizona, Jets, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Chargers, Buffalo, Chicago, and Kansas City, Denver, San Francisco. Hey, do you guys see that I barely picked any of the home teams except for them? That's just how it is, bro. You get to this level and people are injured. Doesn't matter if you're at home. That's all I'm gonna tell you. All right, so we're gonna go check out what my prize picks looks like real quick. See how they're doing right now. NBA is about to start in 3 minutes, so I'm gonna go watch me some NBA. But that's last night. Less, more, and then he missed that field goal, or that would have been good. So that was just one I did real quick, like literally pulling up to the stadium. This is the lineup I did last night. I trusted in Baker against rushing yard, which he got that in the fourth quarter. Nelson Aguilar, he's in Tampa. I knew he was going to have something. He's from Florida. And then Justin Tucker, he went off. He had his long field goal plus the scoring. Then Lamar Jackson didn't have to throw because you can run. So 28.5 is a lot, by the way. Thank you, Prize Picks, for this, because this was one of those ones that you gave us. And every now and then it's nice for y'all to throw us a bone because we deserve it. Because sometimes y'all put us through some crap. Be real with you. If y'all would treat us a little bit better, I would promote this a lot more. But I'm scared to tell people because there's been a lot of times I got hurt or a little bit not done right. But I still believe in your app. I believe y'all got some good things in your app. I believe it's easy to use for people. And then I just wish y'all would put every line on there. Whether you want to do demons and goblins or whatever, just put them on there. It's not that hard. Pay somebody to do the computer stuff. It's not. You want to pay me, I'll do it. You want me to get behind there and do it and put the stuff on there and go do the research? I'll do it. You can pay me to do it. I'll do it from home every morning. I don't sleep. I'll do that for you. So if y'all want to hire me, send me an application. I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I know I won't be able to gamble on site, but I can promote it and get people out there for you. Like being a bartender, I can definitely do that. But Ryan Reeves plays at 7:30. I need him to go ahead and get that done. 7:40, 10 o'clock. But if y'all want to take that, check a look at that. It's a quick 9 to 90. And then there you go. Anthony Edwards, Neighbors, McKinnon, Bronny James for 13.5 points. LeBron and Bronny James first half, 13.5 points. If they can't get that, they both should have been kicked off the team. But, hey, guys, and this is my hockey lineup. Let me look and see how my hockey lineup doing real quick. I know a lot of y'all didn't know how hockey. I really wish I was in a fantasy basketball league. That makes me mad that I'm not in one. I really wish I was in one. But whatever, that's life. Can't be in everything you want to do. I didn't get in one. But let me look at my fantasy team real quick. My matchup. 25-29. Ooh, Ovechkin already got 3. He already got 2 hits. 1 shot on goal. Carlson already got. Ooh, bro. My team is a beast, bro. My team. I didn't even start Vasilevsky. I'm scared to start Vasilevsky. I don't even think he started tonight, to be real with you. So I think that's why I put him there. Ingram and Igor. But, yeah, that ain't going to help you, boy. That ain't going to help you. And ain't gonna help you. Yeah, I'm going to come back on him right now because I'm going to start scoring some points. Look at that. And I got Tage tonight. Tage just started. Man, I'm good. Hey, but let's check out his league overview real quick. See where we're at. I'm third. I'm going to change that name to Refrain Bias too. But I'm third. 892. Only got one person got more points than me as of right now. One person. Good point. And 892. And they say I didn't know nothing about hockey. Well, we'll see. I'm going to get this league. They're going to be mad at me at the end of this year. I'm telling you. I'm going to win this league. I hope they know that. But look, y'all have a good night. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate y'all. Hey, y'all let me know what I need to do differently. I am starting my conspiracy podcast. I'm about to get that started. So, I'll set that up and send y'all the links. But y'all be good, be safe, have fun, and build your bankroll for the weekend. A lot more betting you can do in the weekend. Build your bankroll for the weekend. That's what you do. Take your time during the week and build up for the weekend.